friends want me to play some games, but I'll get to it later. And it might take at least 6 months, but down with all you haters. Cause I've got lots of stuff to do, like eating paint and sniffing glue. But no, for real, I work a job and have to pay my bills like you. I could have made an episode with the time I've spent on this intro, but don't get mad, it's just a show and life will still go on. So kick on back and grab a brew and do what couch potatoes do. You could subscribe and that'd be cool, but we both know I'll get banned soon.
What?
I hope you like my stupid show.
Welcome back to the next episode of Alone in the Dark, where we are trying to figure out what to do next here in the Caves of Deserto, and I think I figured out what we're supposed to do. Full disclosure, had to do a little bit of hint searching around on the internet. Tried not to just look at a walkthrough, I tried to look at just some tips from people, and I think what we're supposed to do here seems very counterintuitive. Oh, if I don't get slapped, oh, dang it. Okay. Oh, it's the same game. Here we go. It's very weird. It's very weird what we have to do here. And I don't think this is something I would have just figured out on my own. Not to discredit myself, but I think the time required to play around with things until this became obvious would have been quite exorbitant. So, I'm going to try it from up here. This is going to weird you guys out, trust me. Weirded me out, I know that. Okay, gotta light the lantern, and you gotta throw the lamp. Watch this, let's see if it works. Oh, it's going forever! Alright, gotta reload. You're supposed to throw the lamp at the tree. I don't know how I would have known to do that, but that's what I have gleaned from my poking around on the interwebs. So let's get up here, because it's kind of difficult to do it from this side. Come on. Such a random thing to have to do. I guess the idea is that you're supposed to set the tree on fire. And I'm trying to make sure, let's see what kind of angle we need to do that from. Let's actually use maybe we can use a dagger as a litmus test here. Throw the dagger. Oh yeah! Is that hitting the tree? Is that hitting the tree? Oh my goodness. Okay, that's gonna hit the tree. So now, can I just say I love that my throw is so strong and so powerful that there's no arc. It's just enough force to just drive the item straight through the air. I must be throwing it like Mach 1. I don't know. Definitely the speed of sound, at the very least. Okay, let's use the lighter here. Oh boy! All right. Let's see what happens, you guys. Let's see what happens. Whee! Look at that, defying all laws of physics. Yay, I love this game. Okay, well, maybe the internet was full of crap. That never happens. I'm so confused then about what we're supposed to do. Maybe, let's try and just do it up close then. This is a weird one. It's very weird. I threw it from across the room, man. It's so dramatic. I was trying to make this ending exciting. Don't you dare slap me, you big fat turd. Okay, let's do it from here. I'm pretty sure we can light it in the water. I hope we can. Okay, the lamp is on. Let's throw it here. Oh! Oh! Whoa! It burned down the entire tree. Whoa! What's happening here? Okay, I think we need to take our little secret way out here. Oh! Everything is falling apart. Oh my gosh. I didn't know that lamp was like a deadly weapon. Okay, nope, not that way. This way. Oh crap. Okay, stay to the right, stay to the right. Whoa, it's all lit now. Why? How's that working? Okay, just ignore it. Ignore it. Just run for your life. Don't question the game, just run. Okay. Okay, I think we know where we need to go, you guys. Whoa! Okay. What? No! I have no idea if we have a time limit here. I'm just trying to... Okay, let's not fall here. Let's use the jump. Oh gosh, come on. Just used it a second ago. Long jumping champion here. All the way from Deserto, long jumping champion, Mr. Dapper. Okay, I think that little entrance back to the cellar is what we need to use here. Hopefully we can get there. Oh my gosh, come on. Okay, well, the music stopped, the rumbling has stopped. Maybe we don't have to run. Okay. Alright, well, we didn't get any sort of indication of what we're supposed to do here. But I couldn't find anything else that I was supposed to do down here. So I'm guessing we're supposed to leave the cave? Oh my gosh. This is a little vague. I gotta say, this part is not my favorite. I'm just kind of like running on a hunch here. Okay, we're back in the cellar. I just remembered I didn't really check everything in here. Is there anything else in the shelf? Oh, there's a book. Oh, a book we never found, you guys. Let's read it. What does it say?
The Trial of Captain Preggst, as reported by his faithful companion Elisha Smith, known amongst his fraternity by the awful name of Captain Ellie Hell.
Whoa! This is such a timely discovery. Oh my gosh. So we just read this guy's log. He's the person who built Deserto and was in that tree that we just burned down. And I think he also said, call me either Captain Preggst or Elijah Smith, which is confusing. I think I'm remembering that correctly, but this is crazy. I can't believe we're finding this on our way out of the mansion. This is kind of weird. I didn't plan this at all, you guys. I have no idea. I had no idea this book was in here. This is ridiculous.
Transcribed from the log found aboard the wreck of the frigate Astarte by H. Hartwood.
Hartwood. Wait, what? Jeremy Hartwood? Transcribed from the log found aboard the wreck of frigate. Is this something that Jeremy Hartwood wrote after transcribing the logs of Preggst? Okay, it's like a couple layers deep here. This is interesting.
By all the devils! Roared Preggst, glaring at William, the judge.
What?
Curse it, Will. It'll take much more than every cannon in the blasted navy to make me change me mind.
Ooh.
You're the greatest blackguard that ever joined our fraternity. Am I not Preggst,
The greatest
captain of the Astarte, and bloodiest villain in all the seven seas?
I love it. You're the greatest blackguard that ever joined our fraternity. That's quite the sentence there. And they keep pronouncing his name as Preggst. Now it's Preggst. Okay, I'm just going to roll with it here. Captain of the Astarte. So he was a pirate, apparently, and he considers himself a villain. Okay.
Bloody Izek, they call me. And you think
Zeke,
I'll tell you where I hid my treasure? The tribunal of the Corsairs' fraternity murmured at this. Preggst was indeed all he claimed. The judge, One-Eyed William, slammed his fist on the table, and silence was restored. Shut your mouth, Preggst!
Oh, shut your mouth, you whippersnapper. One-Eyed Willie is the judge, of course. This would be a pirate tribunal, and of course, One-Eyed Willie would be the judge. Yes, of course. Why not? It's so in character.
You didn't pay the fraternity its rightful share, and that means only one thing. You'll hang by the neck from a yardarm, you scurvy cur!
Oh god, I love the voice acting in this, you guys. There's some real cheese in here, but it's good cheese, man. It's like well aged. It's a hard cheese. It's good. I love this. This is awesome. This actually makes me think of... I grew up listening to books on tape back when cassettes were still a really big deal before CDs took off. And I remember renting and borrowing books on tape from the library, and you would have one voice actor who was reading this entire book, and they would have, maybe a dozen different voices they would do over the course of the story. And I always found that so fascinating, how they could create this whole world just with different tones and inflections of their voice, and it was really immersive. You would really, really get into the way these different characters would speak, and I was just really impressed with the skill that it took to consistently deliver that, reading hours and hours of the book to your audience. And so it's cool to see that same skill exercised here in a video game. And these days, there's obviously a unique voice actor for each thing. And here this guy's playing like 3 or 4 different characters, so I just think that's cool. Sorry, little aside there.
Here's the rope twisted by Satan himself. You threaten me, Will. Many a man better than yourself has lived to regret holding a cutlass in my face. You'll be begging for mercy, mark my words.
I just pictured Satan being like, here you go, Will, I'm done with this. It's like, oh, thanks, man. I was going to need this in about 5 minutes. Like, twisted by Satan. Authentic rope.
That shook One-Eyed William, and no mistake. Danny waved his hook in the air and shouted, Prext was always a loudmouth. The law says we hang him. The jurors took up the cry, hang him!
Okay, interesting. So I wonder if that hook we found is Danny's hook. Interesting, okay.
It was Preg's turn to slam his fist on the table. He threw back his head and roared with laughter. You fools! You want to kill what will never die? Try it! Once more, the assembled corsairs murmured. There was unease in the air. They remembered what happened to Chuck, the gizzard slitter, the man who opened his mouth once too often.
Chuck the gizzard slitter? I love these pirate names, you guys. It's so good. Hey, Chuck, would you come over here? I need you to sign this check for me. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, first and last name. That's right, Gizzard Slitter. Yeah, okay, great. That matches what we have at the bank. Like, it's so creative. I love it. Like, can you imagine working in an office environment where you're like, hey, Susie Face Smasher, or hey, Johnny Mc Toe Cruncher. Like, make sure you include them in the marketing meeting this afternoon. I love it. I don't think that actually happened with pirates. I probably need to do some research and find out if that's true or not, but part of me hopes it is. Part of me hopes the pirates got names like that because it's just hilarious. It's so dramatic. Wow. I wish that was something that still happened today. I mean, people get nicknames, but it's just hilarious.
It was night, and a bitter wind whipped the New England coast. Snug inside the Dead Horse Inn, one of the Astartes men was talking. His name was Chuck, and his subject was black magic.
Ooh.
He told stories of human sacrifices, voodoo rites, and zombies.
Interesting. So this guy, Chuck, oh my gosh, this is making me think of LeChuck from Escape from Monkey Island or The Secret of Monkey Island, if you guys have ever played or heard of those games. So this is just kind of hilarious, and I really wonder if there is some interplay here creatively between the studios that made these games. That's funny. Okay, let's continue.
He told a tale of a time when their luck was down and they were holed up in a Florida swamp. Priggs went missing. When he returned, he shouted, "'Tis the devil that guides us now, me hearties."
Ooh, okay. So they got stuck in a Florida swamp. Man, what time period was this? My brain is just reeling. I feel like I have all this homework to do about history. Like these, they said New England though. So this was when privateering was happening off of the east coast of the Americas, which was a thing that was going on during the Revolutionary War and did continue on afterwards. So these aren't English pirates. This is New England, and they got lost. This guy Pregst apparently stumbled around in the woods. Maybe this refers back to that special place that they found in the woods where you could see the stars all the brighter and everything. Maybe he got caught up doing something there. I don't know. And now he's finding his shipmates again, and something's gone down.
Whether that was true or not, the Astarte began taking loot after juicy loot.
Ooh, juicy loot.
The
like
favorite song of the Astarte's men, "Crash the Bones," was replaced by a new one.
Oh, that's a pretty good song, "Crash the Bones." Ooh. That sounds like that would make a great rock song. Crash the bones. Interesting, juicy loot. I just picturing a giant chest of juicy fruit. Just be like, yeah, man, guys, we're just totally reeling in here. We're just like raking in the good stuff.
A skull. Go to port, Sabre, to starboard. Pass over that will, and with death you'll deal. If you cut a rope, cut the right, I hope. Or then, I don't mind, the death you will find.
Okay, now I'm wondering if this is supposed to be like a riddle we need to use to get out of here. A skull go to port, Sabre starboard. Oh, those markers on the bridge. Oh, this was totally a tip. Okay, so if I'd found this earlier in the game, I think this would have told me what I needed to do at that maze when we were trying to get across to the pirate's chest we unlocked with the gem in the book. A skull go to port, saber to starboard. It was totally a key for getting through that maze. It wasn't that complicated a maze. It's so funny for all the other things, for having to look up how to destroy that tree with a lamp. This seems unnecessary for how simple that other puzzle was to solve, but this is kind of cool. I like putting those pieces together. Pass over that will, and with death you'll deal. If you cut a rope, cut the right, I hope. If you cut a rope, cut the right, I hope. What rope are they talking about? I don't remember a rope that we had to cut. Or then, I don't mind the death you will find. Okay, so cutting a rope on the left would be a bad thing. I don't remember any ropes. Okay, maybe it's something we haven't run into yet.
The next day, as you may have guessed, Chuck's body was found with a dagger plunged between his shoulder blades.
Ooh.
Chuck's face was fixed in a ghastly grin.
Ooh.
Molten lead had been poured down his throat.
That's gross. Oh. So wait a minute. This guy came back and then... But they're saying Chuck talked too much, but what about? It sounds like he just talked about a lot of kind of weird stuff, but it doesn't say that he annoyed Prezette. Yeah, interesting. Okay, that's interesting conclusion.
Whatever way things happened next, and I don't have the details, Prext was with us again, and we set sail for Florida. We anchored the frigate not far from New Orleans.
Interesting. Okay, so they came back.
Taking a few trusted companions with him, Prext set off into the swamp. They carried large wooden chests with them. 2 days later, we heard shots being fired and screams. Prext arrived soon after that and claimed they'd been attacked by alligators. He alone managed to escape with his life.
I wonder if it was like the deep ones or something like that. I just finished playing Call of Cthulhu. Cthulhu dude. Hey, my Cthulhu dude. I finished playing Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth. If you guys watched that Let's Play, you'll remember that part of the deal that got made was with the deep ones was for gold. So that's how they kept the town profitable, was they would make these sacrifices, and in return they would get gold, and that's what kept their economy going and made them wealthy. But there was all these other messed up things they had to do to make that deal work. I wonder if this is taking like a slightly different tack on the same idea, where this guy has been getting treasure and other stuff in exchange for things. Who knows? I'm trying to kind of figure out what was the point of him going to Florida. Why did he do that? Why did he take his men back there? They took empty wooden chests. Where I guess they just say they're large. They might not have been empty. Who knows? Who knows?
He went on to say that the time had come to share out the spoils of our many loots.
Okay.
I was given command of the Astarte, while Prext handed 3 chests over to the crew.
Okay.
The chests were full of gold and precious gemstones. The rum flowed that night, and the stars shone bright.
Interesting. Okay, so, he went there with empty chests. Guys all disappeared because of alligators, and then he came back with full chests. So it seems like it's keeping the same theme as the other Call of Cthulhu game I just played, where sacrificing his crew, getting gold in return, splitting that up with people. Interesting. The difference in that game is there was a reef that they went to do that stuff. Here it's this place in Florida. Interesting. And the stars shone bright, it said. So I'm wondering if it's that same area before where that guy had traveled and been shown by a local tribesman or somebody. I thought it was somebody. And he noticed that they were abnormally bright in the area. So this is all coming together.
All at once, I noticed a tall man dressed in black.
Ooh.
Prext introduced him to me. Here's a hearty mate. You can call him Keith. Many a tale he could tell. Prext laughed loudly and held up a roll of parchment. And his hideout, none better.
Welcome this bloodthirsty pirate on board. What's your name? Keith? Sounds vicious. Welcome aboard, Keith. What a name. Okay.
The parchment fell to the ground, partly unrolling. I noticed what seemed to be a map of underground tunnels, a veritable maze of caverns. Pregst continued, I'm giving up the pirate's life. The Astarte is in your hands now, my lad. She's a fine ship, and my reputation goes with her. Should any man call me coward, then break his head for me.
Oh my gosh. If anybody talks shit, bash his head in for me. Jeez Louise. Pirates are intense. So, interesting. So this guy, it says call him Keith. I'm sure that's not his real name. I wonder if it is the person who... Oh, man. Okay, I'm trying to put all the pieces together here. I wonder if that's actually the person that built Deserto, or if Prejet or Pregst, or whatever his name is the guy that built Deserto, and he just got led there by this cloaked figure who probably is like a deep one or something like that, to build it there and hide his treasure. So this would explain why he was down there in that tree. Oh, this is crazy. Man, wait, where did we just find this book? Is this the same book we're reading from the... Wait a minute, this is the same book we're reading from down in the cellar. Holy cow, I can't believe we're finding this right now, because if we hadn't gone through all that stuff down in the cavern, finding the pirate's chest, finding the hook, finding Prejet or Pregst or whatever in the tree. Wow, it's so timely we're finding this book right now, because otherwise a lot of this wouldn't have made sense until we'd gotten to that part of the game. But so, okay, cool. Glad we're finding this now. So, this mansion was specifically created by him or for him to hide his treasure or something like that. Interesting.
I'm leaving you only because I found a treasure more precious than the purest of gold.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't the gold, it was something else.
Keith spoke to him then.
Keith.
It is midnight. They are ready, and we must go. The stranger turned his cold eyes on me and said in a soft, chilling voice, Sometimes Pregst talks too much. Forget what he just said, and maybe you'll live.
Okay, I definitely think this is a deep one or something else.
The fellow's words froze the marrow in my bones, and it was all I could do to mumble, I'll not breathe a word. The canoe slid away into the night. Their torches disappeared in the distance of the swamp. My snoring companions didn't hear the insidious rhythm of far-off drums.
Crazy. So he goes, he supposedly sacrifices his crew to get all this gold, comes back, splits up all of that gold and divvies it out, and then hands over his ship, and then disappears with the deep ones into the swamp, saying he's found something more important, apparently. I wonder if it was like a promise of power or something like that, because I'm wondering if he then came and got put into that tree, which doesn't seem like such a great deal to me, but apparently that's what he was into. So, interesting. Okay, that ties up a whole lot and explains the history of this mansion better. So, is there anything else in there? Anything else? Wow, I can't believe we found that book on our way out the door. If I hadn't found that book, I feel like there would have been all these questions, because I really didn't know what that guy down there was for. You know, I mean, he explained it in that kind of summary that we found in the chest. Oh, and the rats are gone down here. Interesting. Wow, cool. I'm glad we found that. That actually ties up a lot of loose ends for the story. Once again, the Call of Cthulhu game. Can't seem to escape those. Okay, so there's no rats here. Jeez, okay. I wonder why the rats are gone. It's the first time in this game that, like, the enemies have just disappeared. Oh, the completionist in me won't let me leave this shelf behind. Nothing important. Ugh, the run function is not super cooperating. There we go. Crazy, you guys. I think that might have wrapped up the story here, unless there's something else. Okay. See if there's anything that's changed upstairs now that we've burned that tree. And I remember this place having burned down. Oh, there's all our junk on the floor. I remember this place having burned down before, which was interesting. Wow, and now you can hear the cave up here. I just realized that. You can hear the cave sound effects. Interesting. Okay. Doesn't appear to be anything different. What about this door? I'm still confused about this door. It's locked. Okay, well, what can I do about that? Can I use the hook on it? The hook's gotten me into everything else. I get the feeling there's something in there that would, I don't know, either enhance the story or something else. I don't have anything else. Okay. Well, okay, I'm going to try going out the front door because there's no more enemies around. Okay, let's see if the ghosts are there. Because technically I haven't been somewhere where there were enemies before. Oh, the ghosts are gone. Okay, I wonder if by burning that tree we just kind of exorcised everything out of the house. That's sort of what I'm wondering. Okay, that door's locked. No, I don't want the gramophone. No. Thanks for the offer. Can we go through here again? It's locked. I feel like, well, no, we used all our keys. We used the keys for everything that we had. Maybe some of those doors just aren't supposed to open. Are the spiders still in here? Spiders are gone. Wow, okay. I think burning that tree got rid of, oh, look, the arrow. Okay, there was like an extra arrow in there apparently. Nothing important. Okay. Well, cool. I guess we got rid of all the baddies, you guys. Let's see what happens when we try and leave the house now. I don't really know what the objective of the game was other than to investigate what was going on here. So I'm assuming maybe we're just supposed to leave when it's all done. Fingers crossed. Oh, okay. So there's nothing out here waiting for us. Maybe we can explore. Oh. I'm not doing anything. Yippee! Oh my gosh. Oh. And now there's this smooth jazz track. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it, you guys. Oh, yeah. Ooh, I like this. This is the driver. Okay. Am I supposed to do something with the driver? Whoa! What? What? The end. Alright, that's it, you guys. That's the end of the game. Driving off into the sunset, busting out my jams with a zombie chauffeur. I like it. Cool. Is there anything else I can do? That's it, you guys. That's the game. Cool. Okay, well, it's not a very, it's kind of an anticlimactic ending, but I will say that I liked all the voice acting. I really did like the, again, the graphics were kind of, what? Starting over again? On its own? Okay, let's get out of there. I really liked, I don't know, come on. I really liked the way that you discovered plot elements through books. That was kind of cool. I love the voice acting through the book, so you didn't have to just read it yourself. That added a lot of character to the game for me. And I like the mechanics. The tank controls actually worked pretty well. Honestly, once you got used to them and they became comfortable. I didn't like the hit detection on a lot of things, but for a game this old, you know, a game, truly 3D game running on DOS, I'm not going to knock it that hard. And then, what else? What else do I think of? I mean, some of the enemies were kind of hokey. I did like the rat spider thing. That was terrifying, but also kind of goofy. And there was a couple areas that I had to go and look at either a walkthrough or some tips. I tried to just Google tips and not look at a walkthrough as much as I could at points, even when I was really stuck. But there are a couple things. It's weird. It felt like there were a couple points where things felt either really obvious or really hard to decipher. And again, if you watched the last game I did a Let's Play of, there were some points where it was just absolutely, almost impossible to determine what you were supposed to do. There was just no clear hint, no direction. You would have literally just had to go around trying things for hours, and that really kind of took away from the enjoyment of the game. This game, not so much. There were definitely a couple points like that, but overall I felt like it was pretty easy to get through. I may have also just lucked out in a couple places and figured some things out, but I enjoyed it. I would say just being fair about when this game was made, the time that it came out, and how well it's aged. now, I would give it a 7 out of 10. I really would. I think it was enjoyable, simple. It didn't try to do too much. The controls, you got pretty comfortable with after a while. And again, just the plot, I think it was interesting enough to keep me interested in playing the game, and the way that they delivered it I thought was really creative, so I like that. So thanks for watching this episode, and thanks for watching me play this game. I'll try and find a new one here to play soon, and hope you guys are enjoying this. If you have a specific game you want me to play, then please put it down in the comments, because I'd love to play something that people want to watch me play. Otherwise, I'm just kind of going through my catalog of games that I haven't played yet that I've purchased. I have a lot of them, so I'm trying to work through those. But yeah, if you guys have something specific, let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.